He said, if you really want to understand Luciferian energy, you need to join the Freemasonic Order. And he himself was a 33rd degree Mason. He showed me his little certificate he got. He also told me that if he ever felt like we were in deep spiritual trouble, that I should join the Mormon Church, because it was a church that had been started by witches, for witches, that we could hang out in and pretend to be nice. The image of the Mormon Church. They're straight, nice, wonderful, all-American people with happy families and white picket fences and, all of that. But secretly, they believe almost the same doctrines that witches believe. And we can get into that if you want. But anyhow, so he gave us that advice. Again, this is in the early 70s. So I joined the Masonic Lodge, became a Master Mason at the same time as I was a Satanist and a witch. And I got really, I sold my soul to the devil. That's how deep I got into this stuff.
Yeah.
Basically, Masonry is an antichrist thing. It claims it's not religious, but it is. And the problem is, if you drill down into this deep enough and read the books that are written by people like Albert Pike, like Albert Mackey, Arthur Edward Waite. These are three prominent scholars of 19th century, early 20th century Masonry. And all of them were occultists.
Can you talk about the similarities, if there are some, and what are they between Freemasonry and Mormonism?
Well, first of all, if you go to Temple Square, you'll see Masonic handshakes. You'll see the all-seeing eye. You'll see the sun, the moon, the stars. There's no crosses on the Mormon temple. There's nothing Christian on the outside of the Mormon temple. When you get inside the temple, most of the similarities are the fact you go through 3 levels. And in each level, you're taught hand signs and handshakes and things that are all very similar to Masonic stuff. And you are made to swear an oath. And in the first level, which I think it's been ages since I've gone through all of this, you put your hand to your throat and go like this, the same as you do in the entered apprentice degree of the Masonic Lodge. In the third level, you are taught another set of secret handshakes, and then you're instructed, and this is where it gets really Masonic, you're instructed to go up, and they have this veil, which they say is like the veil in Solomon's temple. So you've got Masonic markings. You have a square and a compass on your chest. You have another marking on your navel and another Masonic marking on your knee. Okay. These same markings are on the veil, but they're stitched so they're holes. And there is a guy on the other side of the veil that you can't see who represents Heavenly Father. He represents God. And you go up to this guy and you're instructed, you put your hand through the veil, and this is called the 5 points of fellowship. And this is right out of Masonry and right out of witchcraft. Gardnerian, Alexandrian witchcraft and Masonry and Mormonism all have these 5 points. And the 5 points of fellowship are foot to foot, knee to knee, hand to back, breast to breast, and mouth to ear. I think I got that right. And anyhow, so you're embracing this unknown guy through this veil, and he whispers to you the secret name of the celestial kingdom. It's health in the navel, marrow in the bones, strength in the loins and in the sinews, power in the priesthood be upon me and my posterity for all generations of time and all eternity. Now, that might sound reasonably benign, except for the fact that it's almost word for word out of the satanic grimoire. It's a satanic incantation.
You have to sacrifice loved ones. You have to sacrifice loved ones for a long period of time if you want to be great. It is very unfortunate, and you feel it at times. You know the saying: if it's too hot, get the hell out of the kitchen.
Yeah.
Sometimes you just gotta get out of the kitchen because it gets hot. Sacrifice loved ones for a long period of time if you want to be great.
I feel bad for her. Miss Nichols up in Memphis, I feel bad for her. All the parents that have ever been through this. I just never thought I would be a member of an organization where you have to bury your kid.
Conclusion. When I say God is pouring it all out to me, so the vehicle that they bought me, which was a vehicle that didn't work, it was really bad. It could have split in half while me and my children were in the car, killing us, right? Which my mom didn't care nothing about my kids because they're connected to me. She don't care nothing about me, which is okay. Is like when I say I'm so beyond that, I'm so beyond that. But she's a part of the Eastern Star. So in the pentagram or the star, it spells out the word fatal. Me getting the car was the idea of my mother. According to the order, if a person dies in a car that you buy them, you are responsible for that body. What do they normally say about people who die in car accidents? That was a fatality. They was on my body and trying to be on my soul, but it's all good. When I say I forgive you for trying to kill me, I do, because I didn't die. I'm not mad. It didn't work. It didn't work. Like, I'm very much here, present, alive, well, paid, looking good. Yeah.
I have two options. I can use the money for whatever I want and not share with anyone, but I'd lose another family member when the money runs out, so I can get another share. Or I can share it with a total stranger, anyone I can meet on the street. Just a random giving. But giving that money to those people would be redirecting the sacrifice to them. This meant that me giving the money to random people, I would be giving death the direction to their homes. When the money runs out, death comes in. So I had to choose which person I should send death to. I'd then get a bag, which I chose the amount of money to put in so I can give out to people. I chose giving it to other people because I couldn't stand losing another family member. This meant that my family won't be affected anymore. I became a giver, the community's hero, who just drove around. I drove around to strangers, giving them money and sometimes buying them food and clothes. The ritual had worked. This went on for years until I started seeing shadows of the people whom I have given money. They would come to my room every night. I thought maybe I was bewitched. I would have started to go crazy until I realized later on that I needed some help. I consulted and I was told that those spirits or those shadows I'm seeing in my room are all those people I gave money to because I have sacrificed with their lives. I still live with those shadows, and sometimes they make so much noise that I would run out of my own house like a crazy person. I'm so tired of living this life and I want to reverse the ritual. I want to live a normal life again, but now I don't know how. Because doing the ritual, I have to put the money in the bag, and then I have to make the snake strong. Because the money that's in the bag in my room, it makes snake sounds at night. It keeps me awake all night long. I can't sleep well on any given night. When I want a peaceful night without seeing shadows and hearing those voices, it means I must be giving out that money to random people, pretending to be helping them. And that will definitely make the snake very powerful. And then at least for that night, I can sleep peacefully. I can no longer hold this thing inside me.
Good afternoon, my lovely butterflies. This is the Awakened Butterfly, and I am back with another video. If this is your first time coming across my channel, please stay for the entire video or check out some of my existing content. If you enjoy this type of content, please don't hesitate to subscribe. Welcome and welcome back to the channel, guys. I hope you're having a blessed and amazing day. I pray that you all are continuing to take care of yourselves mentally, physically, and spiritually. I love you guys, and as always, the love and support that you show me on this channel is always greatly appreciated. If you haven't already, please hit that post notification bell so you'll be notified every time I post a video. Guys, I am back with another important message that I want to share with you all. And this message is for any of you who feel that you may have family members who are involved in secret organizations, or if you already know for sure that you have family members that are involved in secret organizations. I just want you to know that no matter how a person appears on the outside, What they take place in spiritually behind closed doors determines who they are as a person. A lot of you have experienced a lot of spiritual mishaps in your life, and you never knew that they were on the account of someone in your family. Many of you didn't find out that you had families that were Freemasons until you were older. And by this time, the Most High probably had already awakened you to let you know what was taking place in your family bloodline. If there's any of you out there who have occult family members and you're close to them, or even if you're not close to them where you see them all the time, you associate with them, on a random basis, I want you to pray to the Most High for spiritual protection. This is not to implant fear into anyone. A lot of these things that I'm saying to you is based on experience as well as research. Anyone who's participating in any of these type of secret organizations, they worship Baal. There's no ifs, ands, or buts about it. There's no other way to consider it. I don't care who they are to you. If they are participating in these type of organizations, they are devil worshipers. They are participating in black magic, in other forms of divination. Sorry about that, guys. They are also placing dark curses on their family bloodline. A lot of you may have, even since your childhood, may have experienced a pattern of unfortunate deaths in your family. And a lot of these unfortunate events that took place may have happened in threes, in patterns that lets you know that it's coming from a dark place. And then you have these certain family members that seem to have everything going well for them. It's like they're the trophy of the family. They're the ones that are the preachers, the deacons, they may run for a governor position in your community, or they may be of any other public stature. They may even be a part of law enforcement. Something of a community service that when everyone looks at them, they feel that they're out for the greater good of humanity, right? Not knowing that behind closed doors, these people are a part of a lot of the secret sacrifice rituals that are taking place, while a lot of people are being unalived in weird ways. Mysterious, sudden illness is taking place in their families. All kind of unfortunate events, even financial instability. When your family is involved in a lot of these things, it places curses up on your bloodline. And another thing, and this is from experience, when you are in the midst of these people, family that are a part of these secret organizations, they do energy harvesting spells on you. you will find yourself in a situation to where, especially if you're very intuitive and you're connected to the spiritual realm, you will realize that you, if they did place this type of spell on you, that you were living the life that they once lived when they were in their unfortunate position. You know, when they were experiencing financial hardships or any other struggles or habits or anything else that they may have endured. And then you will look at them and you will see that they're in a higher position. They have money now. They may have overcome some addictions, some any other bad habits. They're doing, to the public, they're doing better. Behind closed doors, they're doing witchcraft. And I'm only speaking on people that are a part of these organizations. There is nothing good about these organizations, guys. I know a lot of people take pride in saying, you know, my grandfather, my great-great-grandfather was a Freemason, and my father's a Freemason, or my aunt, my grandmother, my mother's an Eastern Star. Guess what? They're witches and warlocks. And they're casting spells on the family and the community for their own personal gain. A lot of times people may say, well, a lot of people in these organizations, they don't know that it's something dark taking place. They haven't experienced that. I want to let you know, once you reach a certain level in these organizations, it will be revealed to you that Lucifer is the God, the false God that you worship. So for any of these people that's in these, you know, secret occults, and they say that they are unaware of what's going on, they don't know what people are talking about, they're conspiracy theorists, they're crazy, they know. That's why everything is a secret. They will never reveal to you the secrets that they have obtained from this organization, because it can cause them harm. They know if they tell you what's actually going on, it would be problems occurring for them. And the sad thing about it is, majority of everyone that you would go to with an issue like this is already a part of the organization themselves. This is why having a strong prayer life and fasting life, when you have a history of a Freemasonic bloodline, is very essential. And also staying away from these people. A lot of you may not know that you have Freemasonic family members or family members that are part of the Eastern Stars. And you may be undergoing some things spiritually and don't know why. Pray to the Most High to reveal to you. Because he revealed it to me. And I didn't even pray for him to reveal it because I didn't know anything about it. And I think since I had such a blind eye to it, is why he revealed it to me. That I, came from a Freemasonic bloodline. And to this very day, the Most High has revealed these things to me, and a lot of people still deny it. But the proof has been set out in front of me plain as day. Even other people in the community has labeled a lot of people in my family as Freemasons, and a lot of people in my family still deny it. I've seen these same family members with the ring and the necklace on, and they still deny it. And to me, that's complete narcissism. And it's also their defense mechanism, because they know if they admit to it, it's going to open up a can of, they feel that they would have to talk about things that they've made an oath not to talk about. Like how every time they come into some type of fortune, someone in their family has to pass away. Or the chosen ones in their family are gang stalked. They have hexes and curses placed on their lives. The chosen ones in Freemasonic bloodlines are targeted the most and the worst. Because not only do they know that this person is aware of what's going on, they know that this person will endure to expose the darkness with their light because they were chosen to do so. And like I told you guys before in a lot of my previous videos, when God has chosen you and called you to do something, he will fully protect you. And he will vindicate you from any attacks from the enemy, including these ones from these Freemasonic family members, which is the reason why a lot of targeted individuals are experiencing gang stalking today. They want to keep an eye on you because they know what you know. They know that you're very intuitive. They know that you're very intelligent. They know that you have a relationship with God and he reveals things to you. And they know that he uses you to expose darkness. You have a light around you and it exposes darkness. And it also brings in, good light as well. Should I say it draws in like-minded people like yourself, chosen ones, people who hold light just like you, who expose darkness as well. So I just want to let you know that there's nothing wrong with, taking a vow to stay away from family members that are involved in these secret organizations. And guys, the reason why I just say family members, because, if you had a friend, a coworker, it would be easier in most cases to walk away if they were into something demonic. But I will also say this, if it's a partner, even a partner or a family member, is harder, and, maybe even if it is a best friend. But however, I said family because I feel that it would be harder to accept and to walk away from, because it was hard for me. It was so hard for me to believe that someone that I looked at as a hero to me, that would never cause me harm, but would protect me from harm, would be the one that was exposing me to the most harm. It took more of a mental toll on me than anything. And I felt that it was something that I needed to know in order to protect me and my future generation, my children, my grandchildren. And guys, when I began to expose the truth, everyone, and when I say everyone in my family called me crazy. When I pointed out the Freemasonic family members, everyone called me crazy. Some people believed me, but they were still telling me to, they were trying to get me to be quiet about it, But the only thing that made me speak out about it was how it was revealed to me and when. And when it was revealed to me, it was time for me to speak out on it. And it came to me in a way that caused me harm. And I didn't want that harm to be inflicted upon anyone else. Many of you, as the generational curse breakers in your family, you have already recognized the Freemasonic people in your family and the bloodline curses that they have caused, generation after generation. You know exactly what's going on, and you're fighting the war right now to break that curse. And I want to let you know the Most High is going to guide you every step of the way. He's going to give you all the strength to overcome. You will be vindicated and you will break the curse. They try to take you down with gang stalking tactics. They try to implant fear. But in reality, these things may inflict you mildly, but they cannot fold the chosen one. You were chosen for this. You were chosen for this, to expose the darkness that has been tormenting your family for decades. So don't let anyone stop you in your purpose, call you crazy, delusional, jealous, whatever they want to call you. Continue to do what the Most High called you to do. And if you feel that someone in your family is involved into something dark and you just can't quite put your finger on it, pray to God to reveal it to you. And if it is true that they are involved in these things, you know what you have to do in order to protect yourself and in order to protect those that are around you. The Most High will protect you. And what I mean by that is, guys, this is really hard. This is a deep conversation for me. It's hard telling other family members that someone in the family is casting spells and hexes on everyone in order to get ahead. They're the reason why a lot of, mishaps and misfortunes is happening to everyone. It's hard to say that, right? So what you do is, if you're in this situation, pray to God to guide your steps. That's the first thing to do. Pray to the Most High Yah to guide your steps concerning the situation. This is if you know, okay, that someone in your family is involved into one of these dark organizations. Now, if you don't know and you feel that something's not right, pray to the Most High to reveal it to you, who it is and what it is that they're involved in, for the protection of you and your family and generations to come. He will. And then indeed, ask him to guide your steps afterwards. Also, into what you should do pertaining to revealing this to other family members that don't know. Because I'm going to be honest with you guys. I lost a relationship with a very close family member because I revealed to them, something that one of our family members were involved in and how it affected me. And people are so caught up on the image of people that they can't get past them doing something, as such. A lot of people can't get past the image. And this family member couldn't get past the image that this other family member that's actually worshiping the devil was upholding. So they cut me off. In the position that this person plays in my life, I really thought that they would believe me. I really thought that they would believe me, but they didn't. And honestly, it did hurt, but it's just what comes with being set apart. I have to keep going. I still love them. I still pray for them. Even my Freemasonic family members, I still love them and pray for them. Am I around them? No. Does it hurt me that I cannot be around them? Even though they hurt me, as crazy as this may sound, it does. And I think it's because of who they are in my life. It should never be this way. You wonder why these type of things take place. But it is what it is. I have to follow the Most High and his instructions, which are far more important than a position that someone plays in my life. Because I have to put God first, me second, and then everyone else. Because if I don't have a relationship with God, I won't know how to care for me. And I won't know how to care for other people. So in order for me to look out for the well-being of me and my children and my granddaughter and my future grandchildren, I have to stay away from these people. And if no one else in the family wants to take heed to what I'm saying, I most certainly make sure my children understand where I'm coming from, and I protect them from these family members. And this is just the truth. And I advise you all to do the same. I don't care if it's grandpa, grandma, mom, dad. If they are involved in these things, do not let your children go around them. As harsh as that may sound. If you know for a fact someone in your family, mom, dad, whoever, grandparents is involved in the Freemasons or the Eastern Stars, do the full background on these organizations. And then you make your decision from there. Because I guarantee you will hear the word Lucifer somewhere. Because that's what it all leads to. It's an occult and they practice magic. They may appear to look like a regular family member, but the spirit carries something else. And I just wanted to, make this video to spread that awareness, because it's just the truth, guys. And to be honest, guys, sometimes I don't want to say the word hate. I really dislike saying, making these type of videos sometimes, because I don't want you guys to paint me in a negative light, but I would rather you paint me in a negative light for me spreading awareness and telling the truth for your well-being than me being fake with you guys just, in order to gain some credibility. So hopefully I gain credibility from being honest with you guys, and, that's just what it is. I love you guys so much. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, please don't hesitate to give it a thumbs up, guys. Share this video. If you haven't subscribed already, make sure you do so. I love you guys so much. Continue to take care of yourselves mentally, physically, and spiritually. Stay prayed up, guys. I have more content coming your way. And until the next video, peace and blessings. Mwah.